thank you for this opportunity to moderate the session on future-ready workplaces, embedding smart mobility, safe and secure predictive intelligence in Hyderabad commercial towers. So, set the context. It's a pleasure to welcome all of you to exciting discussion on future-ready workspaces. This theme it truly captures the pulse of Hyderabad rapidly growing, evolving commercial real estate landscape. We are witnessing remarkable transformation from individual office towers to smart, connected business campuses, housing thousands of employees today. Technology is not just enhancing comfort or convenience; it is redefining safety, sustainability, and the very way building operate. Over the next 45 minutes, we will explore how developers, architects, designers, and technology providers are embedding the smart mobility, predictive intelligence, and secure system into Hyderabad's grade A towers, making them ready for the future of work. Let me begin with my setting the context. Setting the context is Hyderabad is clearly at the forefront of India's smart building evolution compared to other cities, with the developers creating intelligent campuses that reveal global benchmarks. So, start with question to Mr. Rajan. Sir, how do you see smart mobility and predictive intelligence reshaping Hyderabad's commercial real estate in the next few years?
First of all, I would like to talk about Hyderabad is just not a IT hub or a GCC hub any further. It's evolving into a change in intelligent ecosystem with all the future-ready office spaces that's been created by developers like us. Okay, how is it going to transform? We already have seen the convergence of IoT of things and artificial intelligence coming into this entire forefront, right? With
Right.
that, we could be able to synchronize the traffic which is on the road along with your employee app, which could be able to ease and do a frictionless motion of the entire traffic around the city. It could be able to loop your green shuttle services along with whatever you would be able to try to develop or wanted to create for your end occupiers' needs within the city premises for them to operate. And overall, if I would like to mention, it's not going to be anywhere measured on a square footage basis any further. It's going to be measured on how smarter your buildings are going to look like and how efficiently you're operating it.
Fantastic, sir. So, you say emphasize technology as a differentiator. From occupier perspective, what defines the future-ready workspace today? What are the top priorities? You want to say experience, safety, sustainability? Is it just you can prioritize all this?
So I'm Rajesh from Brigade Group. So I'm fortunate to be part of IT Park development for last 3 decades. So my first IT Park, which was called Vandenberg IT Park, I was part of that development in 2004. Then Q City in Gopanpalli. Then redevelopment of same Vandenberg IT Park, I was part of the campus. Now I am doing a mixed-use development with Brigade in Neopolis. So from a 1 FSI to 3 FSI, now we are at 10 FSI project development, same IT parks. So a lot of things have changed from 2004 to now. Basically, more of technology has come into facility management, and at the time of design also these are incorporated. So the future-ready workspaces, earlier the tenants, the clients, occupants used to lease 5 lakh square feet, 10 lakh square feet, and they used to do their own fit-outs. And the builder used to only focus on the common areas and common services. But now what is happening is post-COVID, the occupants are looking at ready to occupy office spaces, which is co-working spaces where they don't have to invest in the fit-outs and do the entire design and execution. They just want to lease space. So these are called flexible office spaces. They lease for a few months or a few years. So, and these workstations can be rotated same on a daily basis. 2 or 3 people can share the workstations or the seats. And health and safety has become very important post COVID, where wellness certification is being asked by most of the occupants at the time of discussion of leasing. So temperature check kiosks at the entrance of the building, apps that can help in managing the elevators, hot desks for employees to pre-book their seats in the office, sensors in the washroom, and similar touch-free solutions. Second thing is smart offices where AI technology guides the visitors inside the premises. Smart sensors also help in energy management and preventive maintenance of equipment. Also, facility management, cleaning of workplaces, especially the washrooms, is digitalized now. Sensors again warn about orders or dirty washrooms, and cleaning is done on daily basis. Query management is also done through the apps, and any employee can raise any query on the app, and they can get a response. And also flexibility and hybrid work models.
Mr. Rajan, to you, human experience and design integration. At the heart of all this innovation lies on one simple truth: buildings are for people. Smart system must enhance the comfort, safety, and productivity. Question to Rajan sir: how are smart mobility and predictive system improving the daily experience and well-being of the occupants?
Absolutely. Today, all our commercial complexes are not just going to be a 9 to 5, right? I mean,
Yes.
it's going to be more than whatever people are going to occupy and expect from developers such as us, was going to provide them the seamless experience. What we are doing ourselves currently is we are working to integrate the intelligence command center, which is going to start picking up from the entrance gate itself, where you are going to have ANPRs, where the under vehicle scanners have been installed, up to the parking where they could be able to park. And again, once they enter the park, from a safety perspective, we move away from doing the traditional old or the conventional type of biometric system or something. We move towards activating QR code based access control system. It enables the seamless movement, and along with that, the predictive maintenance is going to talk about what the maintenance needs of the building is going to look like. And with all the artificial intelligence that are settling in, we could be able to even provide indoor air quality, the lighting system, and the booking of the avenues for entertainment, which is available within the business parks for them to easily access, and try to experiment it more than just a work hour kind of a schedule.
Okay, as workspaces evolve rapidly with the new technologies and changing work styles, how early should be architects and design teams will be involved in the project planning process, and how important is it for them to be tech aware in order to integrate smart system effectively? From your experience, what is the key design decision made at this early stage truly defines whether a workplace become a future ready or not?
We are architects. I'm an architect by profession. So what we deal with is master planning, architecture, interior design, and smart building solutions. So that's the reason I wanted to give the introduction, because this is the only firm in India which has smart building solutions imbibed within the firm. So we have been exposed to, we have been lucky to be exposed to this kind of digital transformation from, say, last 10 years or probably more than that, because we have been working with multinational companies, all Fortune 500s, who have their campuses. A few of them have their campuses in Hyderabad itself, and we have been part of the development of those campuses, and we were inducted to start our design process from the way sir said that they are going to introduce something which the moment you enter the gate, you know, your experiences start happening. So a seamless entry into the campus, seamless entry into the building. You have your mobile systems, you have the apps developed, wherein you can get which parking lot is allocated to you, which is your desk. This was pre-COVID, like COVID never existed, still they had this hybrid system. So tomorrow if I'm going to work, say in X zone in that building, I can see where my colleagues are sitting, I can identify that and book those seats accordingly. I can book a meeting room for say 2 hours, 3 hours. So all these systems get integrated into my building management system. The type of air conditioning that I need, probably I need only 24 degrees, and maybe my colleague, you know, they need something which is much higher. So all that can be controlled. Lighting systems can be controlled. So all this comes to us at the very, very beginning of the project. So before we start, in fact, nowadays, after COVID, more importantly, what we started is occupancy sensors for the occupancy of the occupants within the office, the meeting room usage, the other activities usage is happening now. But we have started using this tech-driven design technology long back. So most of our clients have benefited from that. Say some client comes to us and says, okay, we need 150,000 square feet to build an office. So we say, where is your existing office? Let us understand, because every department comes up with a requirement. I need 10 storerooms, I need 20 meeting rooms, this, that. But do you really need them? So this is tech-driven design, which we have always incorporated into our design from the very beginning.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Ayman. That's a great point, actually, what you said. Smart design start long before the construction in the concept and collaboration stages. So moving to smart mobility and people flow, in campuses housing thousands of employees, movement and accessibility define daily experience. Smart mobility is now central to both convenience and operational efficiency. How AI-driven parking, intelligent elevators, and digital access system transforming people flow within large business parks.
A lot of human mobility across shared spaces is now programmable, and it's algorithmic based through smart BMS and IoT led systems. A lot of this is also driven by common space movement mechanisms. Lifts have become more destination based now rather than a simple call function. Like Ayman also spoke about getting everything down on an app, booking shared spaces, conference rooms, breakout rooms, etc. And I think the current traction for these kind of spaces and large built environments and shared environments will largely follow that pattern, wherein tech will have a very front-leading role in mobilizing a lot of resources, private and shared, as well as architecture firms like DSP or ourselves and a whole lot of my colleagues sitting in the audience today. The outlook towards design itself has changed for these kind of estates. Right now, you have a much more hybrid workplace that you have to program and plan for companies. 70% of workflow in any kind of an estate, is a non-captive audience. Though they go in and out of campuses. About 20 to 30% GFA is typically earmarked for a much more amenable kind of distribution of workspaces now. So those are the things that at the design level, architects and firms that design these kind of estates are already looking at, apart from the whole sustainability and things. But ultimately, everything will get tied up with a much more central control room, like Mr. Rajan said as well. And tech will continue to play a much more front-leading role with more frictionless and more seamless integration of multitude of services.
Do you have an example where predictive mobility technology made a tangible impact on efficiency or user satisfaction?
Yeah, that's a very, very apt question at the right time. So in one of our campus, we were trying to do a survey on if at all we implement a AI-based parking system, how is it going to impact the overall movements? So we identified it's going to reduce 30% of our congestion time, or the people waiting in the queue for parking their vehicles. That gets reduced, and because the time being gets reduced for the parking, it's enhancing the end employer experience as well also. Destination controls have come into the play right now, recent years. So that's allowing him to pick up the nearest available elevator to his floor directly, and thus creating more time for him to get into his work before the scheduled time. There's no delays whatsoever, maybe it used to cause any kind of a disruptions to their operation. What people are going to look in the future, they're not going to look at commercial real estate just as a cost center. It's going to be a brand evolution area, and it's going to be creating productivity as the main outcome of what they are going to decide to take. Smart mobility again is just not about movement. It's about how you are going to connect yourself from the broader outside business area into your metro corridors.
So it is encouraging to see how predictive systems are turning everyday operation into seamless experiences for users. It's a very fantastic thing, user with the percentage of thing you told for implemented
It's a survey, so we still need to implement it because this has been done by in-house team.
And moving to safety, security, and predictive intelligence, question to Mr. Ayman. With smarter system come to smarter risk. Safety and security are no longer static functions. They are dynamic, data-driven, and predictive. So question to you, Mr. Ayman, how the predictive system helping anticipate risk rather than simply respond to them?
So, as all of us have been talking, that AI and IoT are embedded, and it's a normal thing nowadays. So you get to know what is going to happen before it actually happens. The way our gentleman from Kone was mentioning to us that 2 months prior to whatever is going to happen is already predicted, and they can take care of the services and other things. So that is one. Second is in terms of security. As we do a lot of intelligence building, not only in India but across the globe. So we have high firewall systems wherein all this is taken care of. So actually your safety, security, and your internal knowledge is not being shared on the web. So there are systems wherein they act as an air curtain, what we call, and they seclude all this knowledge which is already there within your building from the outside environment. Because all your system needs to get updated, like you have a software for your phone, all these systems and softwares also get updated every now and then. So this firewall protects you from your information getting leaked out to the outside world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very nice to...
May I add one? Today, developers are trying to embed the entire cyber security from the design stage itself.
Right, sir.
So that they create encrypted access controls.
Exactly.
And we wanted to follow the ISO protocols with respect to the data privacy. So as per your data privacy, as per your ISO 27001, everything we wanted to plan from the day one when the buildings are being designed for.
How do you balance strong physical security with a frictionless user experience, ensuring safety without compromising the convenience?
Yeah, frictionless access control. Basically, there are different types of frictionless access control. One is biometric authentication, which has been used for a long time. Currently, I think mobile access credentials, which is the QR code, has been extensively used, where visitors are also shared with QR codes when they reach to our IT park. And for them to enter and exit, they use the QR codes. Next is proximity-based authentication, which works with Bluetooth, NFC, RFID, and then license plate recognition for gated entry. So these are all frictionless user experience. And one point I want to add is in every IT building or office building, there are peak hours. So during the design development stage, we do a lot of study on how to decongest these peak hours and provide more services so that the experience of the user is faster. Basically, starting from entering into the gate, where, as Sir said, they want to reduce the waiting time at the entry point of the car into the campus, where checking of the cars are all done. So it has to be, and queuing happens usually. So if you have scanners and people can pass through the scanner, and even the access control is access card is scanned, so you don't have to wait at the entry gate. And then stack parking is becoming a very big challenge. So I think Hyderabad has the highest parking requirement for office spaces in the entire country, which is 66%. So, and we have rock strata in Hyderabad. So most of the builders are forced to do stack parking, and stack parking is becoming a very bad experience for every occupant in every IT building, because most of the time goes in parking your car into the stack parking. So and these are all have to be manually operated puzzle parking with the operator. That is so there the experience is not going well. Second thing also, now we are talking about the 200-meter tall buildings. So like Mumbai has a lot of high-rise buildings. Now Hyderabad is, I think, second city in India which is adopting to high-rise buildings. What we have to learn from Mumbai is they split the vertical transportation from parking floors to ground floor and ground floor to upper floors into 3-4 banks of lifts which cater to different number of floors, which can again save a lot of time and good experience for the users to reach their office, because everybody comes in that 9 to 10 peak hours in the mornings, and a lot of waiting time and congestion happens.
Thank you, thank you, Rajesh ji, for this. So that clearly says it's the future of safety is invisible, intelligent, and proactive.
Yeah.
So based on your assessment and as per Ayman, this thing. And the question to Ayman, this on the government policy related, the reuse and redevelopment, how it going to shapes now?
I would have preferred to have some people from the bodies who would take decision on this, but nonetheless, so we all talk about mobility and smart offices and smart buildings, and then we are stuck with one part of Hyderabad being the western part, which is all clogged with traffic and all the tall buildings coming over there, and rest of the city left out. So my personal experience, and I've already done a transit-oriented development, the biggest in India, that's in Mumbai at Seawoods. So over there we had about a 40-acre land parcel where you have mixed-use development. You have a 1.2 million square feet of a mall. You have about 8 million square feet of commercial real estate, and rest of it is residential. And you have a train station going through it.
Correct.
So similarly, you already have a roadmap in Hyderabad. The entire city, this was the largest single development of metro, which happened in the world in one shot. I think it's about 36 or 39 kilometers in one shot. So we already have the metro, we have the metro stations. We need to have transit-oriented development over here so that you declog the city from there, and you can have similar developments along the metro stations. So you already have malls. You have multiple malls which are dead. Nobody uses them because you don't have people around them. You need to have commercial buildings around them. You have those old buildings which are ground plus 2, ground plus. Give them incentives, break them. Like we are doing in Mumbai. In Mumbai, you're getting FSI close to about 6-7 times, so that the developer gets that advantage, plus your actual potential of the land is utilized, and you decongest the city. So I think so transit-oriented developments in different pockets of Hyderabad would be the solution to better connectivity, better mobility, because people are actually traveling from this part or from Uppal all the way up to high-tech city.
Yeah.
Does that really make sense? So it's a question to ponder on. And I feel if somebody takes it forward as developers, there's a lot of potential in this.
Now sustainability, come to sustainability and energy optimization. So no discussions on the new offices without future offices without sustainability and technology and predictive analytics. How new drive measurable ESG outcomes? So question to Rajesh or Rajan sir, anyone can take this question. How predictive analytics and real-time data helping achieve sustainability goals of your organization and energy efficiency in large campuses?
So now it's all going to be based on the occupation-related consumption. It may be an electricity through the lighting. It could be related to air conditioning, on even the indoor air quality monitoring. And what we would probably expect is some progressive policy from the government authorities to enhance the green energy into the city of Hyderabad. Right now, there is some reservations. I think that's getting eased out. Okay. So once that's being done, most of us would like to go in for a long-term green energy adoptions. Right
And,
now, we all have the rooftop solars, which is giving a very minimal requirement for my common areas.
Correct.
We would like to enhance that. So your artificial intelligence, your IoT of things are going to predict the needs in the future. So you could be able to plan it around when, what is the connected load, what would be your emissions, how you could be able to mitigate that. And all of us are going through GRESB, which is Global Real Estate Sustainability Benchmarking. So we all wanted to be 5 stars in the shortest span of time. That could be achievable not only in the environmental side of it, but in the S and G side of it also. The governance, we are all almost at 90-95% existing,
Right, sir.
right? So it all depends on how progressively we could be able to partnership with the authorities to create a policy change so that everybody is going to get benefited in the future. Rajesh, would you like to add?
No, also I think government should encourage mixed-use developments in a large way. Hyderabad has no mixed-use development so far. So the real estate, either it goes in the residential side towards peak and then goes to the commercial side towards peak. So nobody thinks of doing all together because there's no policy which incentivizes the developers to develop mixed-use development where people can work, have fun, and live in the same campus. Bangalore has many mixed-use developments
Yeah.
in comparison with Hyderabad. One of it is Brigade Gateway in Bangalore, which is a 40-acre campus, which has a hospital, school, World Trade Center, 5-star hotel, mall, and residences with a artificial lake, and with an FSI not more than 3. So in Hyderabad, I think you can't even imagine to have such kind of project because land has become so expensive because FSI is unlimited and we are forced to do 200-meter tall building, all vertical developments. So mixed use, we are doing one mixed use in Hyderabad in Neopolis, which has become a USP for that project. The entire residential community, which is 600 units, is being sold very well because it has other components like a mall, a office space, and a 5-star hotel, unlike any other development in that area. So,
Yeah.
and most of the NRI customers are willing to live in such kind of campuses.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Rajesh. I think GMR are also coming up with some plan of mixed-use development near the airport. Next to that, there's a mixed-use development of co-living spaces, vertical mall, all the things they are planning to have. So I think it is in pipeline.
There needs a change in the mindset which is required at this juncture.
Correct.
So it should be then future-proof for all of us.
Correct, sir. Are we seeking enough collaboration between developers, occupiers, and technology partners to make these green initiatives scalable?
Well, the collaboration is already happening, and I don't think that you would actually be able to work in this space without tangible collaborations from all partners. When it comes to sustainability, sure, I mean, there are things which are being done with the right intent by architects or by developers. A lot of it is also greenwashing. Is basically a checkmark event with IGBC or LEED, more from a marketing perspective. Sustainability in the long term is having the right core values from a development perspective, and also operationally you have to see the entire game through. That will only come when the right intent gets briefed to the architect, and then it starts from the design stages by itself. So having said that, of course, there's a lot of tangible movement on that front, and there is undeniably good intent on both sides of the table. What we are missing is good policies, governmental policies that incentivize developers to move further, the kind of sustainability ratios that we see in places like Singapore in terms of landscaping and addition of green spaces to commercial towers and residential towers. So some way to go for that, but of course, considering all things done and said, it's a good length of road that we've covered so far.
So moving to wonderful to see how data and collaboration are transiting sustainability goals with operational reality. Now the way forward, before we close, let's look ahead. Hyderabad is clearly positioned as a leader of next generation workspaces, but what will accelerate this journey? This question to all, one by one, sir. Mr. Rajesh, what is in your view the key enables policy, partnership, or mindset that will drive this transformation?
I think policy.
Just 20 seconds.
Yeah. So it is policy which will change the everything else mindset or our business model. So policy has to be strong. I think governments also have to think in building in bringing up sustainable developments, and also give some incentives. Either it is occupants or builders. There has to be some schemes to encourage them to come up with green buildings.
Thank you, sir. And Rajan, sir?
For me, it's forward-thinking mindset.
Policy can give you a platform, technology can give you, enabler, but your mindset has to be there, as sir said. Unless you have the mindset, all of this is going
You
to
mean
go
to say
in
all
vain.
three should be there?
Yeah, that. But if you have the mindset, the other two will help you,
Right.
or else it's in vain.
Yeah, exactly what I covered in my last answer. The thought process is there.
Yeah.
But of course, the incentivizing is missing.
Right.
I think one example I'll give. I think in Pune there is a green certification. Based on the certification, there is some reduction in building permission fees.
Okay.
So people, even the residential developers, they do these certifications to save some fees. Yeah.
So it's excellent. So all are give your insights. Policy give direction, technology give capability, and mindset ensure sustainability. All three important. Thanks for your insights. Final wrap-up question. If you define in one line, sir, start with Rajesh. If you define a future-ready workplace in one line, what would it mean to you?
As I said, future is mixed-use development where people have to walk to work and don't have to drive 2 hours every day.
So physical space is going to get into a living ecosystem in the future, which will be predictive, which will be sustainable, and it will be people first.
More intelligent buildings to have more empathetic environments.
Future workspaces are going to be based more on experiential, spatial setups, and of course, intelligent buildings, of course.
Yeah, beautifully said, all of you. And future-ready workspaces are intelligent, sustainable, and deeply human. A balance of technology and empathy. So we can, thus the closing remarks, we can do this. And thank you for all your esteemed panelists for sharing such insights. From predictive intelligence to smart mobility to design, integration, and sustainability. It is clear that Hyderabad commercial towers are now not just getting taller, they are getting smarter, safer, and more response to human needs. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, organizers, Shriyal, especially from Virgo Communications. And thank you, all sponsors, for this fantastic discussion and panel discussion. Thank you. Signing off you.
Do we have any questions for the panel? We are open to take questions, if any.
Hi. This question is to anybody on the panel. This is Jagdish here from Lavanier Lift Consultancy. You're all talking about future-ready smart workspaces, and you're making them in reality. What initiatives are being taken to ensure that the end users really are made aware of all these features available in the building?
Can I take this?
Yes, please.
So what we are doing is, at Satwa, we created an employee app for everybody. I mean, this has actually been done in a couple of other cities, not yet in Hyderabad, which is going to come to Hyderabad in the next 6 weeks' time or so. So every individual occupies employees can understand what all the amenities you have within the building, what are all the predictive activities that can give it to you so that they will have uninterrupted productivity within their office spaces. It is all in their hands. It's going to be in an app.